live stream in addition. We got one steelhead already this morning, and it wasn't on the live stream, so you guys will have to wait until Monday to see it. But if you check out my Instagram, that fish might be posted, might not be posted. I don't know. Because I'm not really running the Instagram or the TikTok. So I don't know if it's up. So, but we got one steelhead already on a jig and a bobber. I'm going to show you guys what we're using and how we're doing it. So, we got a bobber we can move up and down the line. Right there. Where it got some 15-pound braid, Power Pro, down to a improved cinch knot to connect the two lines. And then we got some clear fluorocarbon, 100% fluorocarbon, and we're using a orange and black, jig. And that's how we caught that one. I missed a couple before I landed one because when it went under, I thought it was just like on a big rock or something. And then finally when I hooked up on one and it was a steelhead, I'm like, really? I thought that was just a rock. So, you know, hopefully we'll get another fish. Don't get it on the live stream. So basically we're just throwing it out there and mending the line until it gets down past us. And then we're going to open up our bell and we're just going to keep feeding it line. And it's so cold out that things are freezing up. The guides are freezing up and the line is freezing up. So I have to hold on to this spool before I start releasing the line to let it drift down the river to keep the line from freezing up. So that it'll feed line so that the bobber and jig can go down the river. So yeah. So you guys be looking forward to Monday's video. A nice 27-inch hatchery steelhead, y'all. Hatchery steelhead. And I haven't decided if we're going to cook him on YouTube or not. Well, it's a nice hen anyways. But I'm definitely going to probably be eating some tonight because the wife's like, ooh, can we eat it tonight? I'm like, yeah, we can eat some of it tonight. Once a steelhead's too big for just two people, so. We're not going to, and you'll see me from time to time dip my rod tip in the water, and that's just to keep my guides from freezing up so I can cast and reel in without kind of worry too much about not being able to reel because of the guides freezing or because or casting. So I'll just put it in the water long enough to keep it to where I can cast it out there and then wing it out there. And then I got the bill open and see I'm holding on to that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. All right, another. Oh, all right, y'all. Check that out. Yes.
He's jumping around.
Yep. Y'all. That's the second one. I wasn't even looking, and I looked over and I'm like, hey, my float's under. Nice steelhead. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a. No. Somebody that tell me it's just a really nice red band, so we'll go with red band trout then.
That is
beautiful fish. Yeah.
That doesn't look red enough to be a red band. And looks pretty big.
Beautiful. Somebody gonna be able to take a picture of that fish?
I got my phone.
Okay. So that's our second one on jig and bobber today, y'all. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful fish, y'all. So let's pop him off and leave him in the net until we're ready to do it. So beautiful, beautiful fish. Hand a little wet, even though it's really cold. You ready, sister?
Yep. I can just get a picture of it in there if you want.
What's that?
I can just get a picture of it in there if you want.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, beautiful fish, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. There you guys go, you two. Another beautiful fish for today. Wow, that is a really beautiful fish. Oh, I didn't get to kiss it, but hey, we released it unharmed, and that's the important thing when you're going to release a fish, is to release it unharmed. And this is what done the trick, y'all. Just a simple setup. A jig and a bobber. And it can be effective, just like anything else. But they have 5 bites on one setup in a day. Sometimes it's crazy because, you know, you might fish all day, you know, and not get a single bite on that setup, you know, other days. But today, man, it's just been a productive way of fishing, is just fishing underneath a float like that. You guys, the camera don't pick up everything quite so great, you know. That's why, you know, you see YouTubers have a big camera as well as a chesty or a hat cam, because the bigger camera is going to pick up what the GoPros can't pick up or aren't necessarily able to pick up. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. That's like the most productive day jig fishing I've ever had fishing this river, and I've been fishing this river for 20 some odd years. You know, I've had good days jig fishing on the river, but not five plus bites in a day jig fishing. So that's definitely a plus in my opinion. Pull out my guides real quick so I can cast for you guys. And it don't take long to thaw them out. It's just long enough to get it to where you cast, you know. And then like that, and then just hold it. Just because it's so cold, it's freezing. I'm like shivering, and I don't know if you can tell in my voice, but it's kind of chattery because it's cold out. My hands are wet from dealing with the fish, you know. Trying to give you guys good looks at them without hurting them. So I would say that so far this has been a really successful day jig fishing underneath the float. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and hopefully you guys are watching this, because you know, I can't look at the phone to know if anybody's watching or not. So we're just drifting down until we feel like we've drifted it enough, and then we're reeling it in. So, and this one we're not going to reel it in slow like we would a lure along the bank. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying this content we're putting out. Kristen's over there freezing around, holding that camera, just kind of looking down, trying to stay warm. That's part of steelhead fishing, though. It's not always going to be a warm, comfortable day when steelhead fishing. That's for sure. But you know, when you fish, you don't always fish in the best conditions. Whew. You say something, Beb?
No, it was her phone.
Well, I'm just casting upstream, y'all. Letting it drift down. Fishing 6-7 feet deep underneath that float. And yeah, kind of chilling for y'all. Oh, come on. It just didn't stay under. It bobbed a couple times. Something checked it out but didn't take it. Sometimes what you'll do when you jig or bobber fishing is you'll see a fish come, you'll see your bobber come up in the water column instead of going down, and you'll have a fish. You know for sure when it goes down, you either got a fish or a snag. But a lot of times you'll see your bobber. A lot of times you'll see your bobber go up, and it'll be a bite because they're coming up and they're hitting it and they're picking it up instead of hitting it and running it down with it. So. And we got 2 other setups if we decide to try something different. But I think for this live stream, this is what's been working today. I think we're just going to hit it hard with this during the live stream, and then we'll mess around and do different stuff after the live stream. See, and so like, see, it's 6, pretty close to 6 feet deep is what I've got it set at. And because I hadn't had a couple bites, I might raise it up 6 inches, 12 inches, just to try a different depth, because you never know exactly what depth it's going to be at, what depth it's going to bite at. Just with the bobber like this, if it's not a slip bobber, it makes it harder to cast it. So, because you got so much behind you when you're trying to throw. I just mended the line there. Mended the line again. I'll mend it one more time before I start letting out line. And then now I'll start letting out line. That was a rock cod that took my float under that time. Them Central Oregon rock cod, you know? You can fry them, bake them, boil them, whatever you want, and they still gonna break your teeth no matter what. That time I didn't thaw it out before I went to go cast it. And then I didn't cast for that. So. I don't know if it's going to get warm enough to make much difference today or not. Oh, I missed that one. I don't know how well you guys can see me because the camera lens looks pretty well covered up by Bugbait's hat.
Hat?
Huh?
Hat?
Yeah, that's what I said.
How hat?
Because it was right there by your head instead of out away from your body, and your hat was in the way.
It wasn't in the way.
Well, I couldn't tell. That's why I said what I said. But I didn't know, dear. Oh. Mm-hmm. I think that might have been a rock. I'm not real sure though. So how many followers you got so far, dear?
Viewers?
Yeah.
1.
One viewer so far. Yay! Yay for the one! Yay! Makes me happy to know that we got at least one interested in.
2.
Oh, 2 interested in what we're doing. That always makes it fun. Okay, let's see if we can't get another one here. Any questions? None? No comments? No nothing yet?
Nope.
All right. Well. How can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me just fine? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Or a thumbs down if you can hear me.
Someone said, can hear you great.
Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I want you guys to get a halfway decent look at the guides that don't get put in the water. All that ice build up on it.
Hang on. You gotta let it focus.
All that ice build up on the guides because of how cold it is this morning. And the fog's not lifting, so I know we're not getting much heat coming through this morning. So, see, even this little thing that holds the lines right here is freezing up. So that also, if I'm not careful and don't pay attention, it makes it hard for the line to cast because it gets caught on that frozen stuff right there too. So I know that it's more than 6 or 7 feet deep out there because I'm not hitting bottom. When I do hit something, it's usually probably a big rock is what I'm guessing. And I stopped getting bites after I adjusted to try a different depth. So I may move it back to the other depth because I'm not getting any bites. So.
Someone said, it was 17 degrees when I woke up this morning in eastern Oregon. Ice everywhere.
Wow, yeah. Been pretty frozen here in Central Oregon too.
It was about 16 degrees out at like 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So there we go. We moved it back to what we're getting the bites at. So we can maybe start getting bites again here. It really is hard to throw when you got that 1 liter below your float. It really makes it hard to cast. That's why I prefer slip bobber when jig fishing, but today I felt like using a bobber I could slide up and down with my hands in between casts just to try different depths. The one thing good about a slip bobber is you can get a bobber stop and move it to different depths, just like you would one of these bobbers that you put on your spinning rod. Because normally I do this with a bait caster instead of my Corrados is what I normally do jig fishing with, and I do it yeah. So. I think I'm going to move to this rock now and throw from right there. The only problem is getting back over here might be a little slick. It's just because I want to cast at a different angle, and that's why I want to move. But I don't know if slipping would be such a good thing. So yeah, I can only really cast one because I can't really drop my arm back like I was before we were live streaming and I had somebody sitting there. There looked like another bite there, but it didn't go under. It just done one of those, like I told you earlier, where it kind of pauses. Don't really go under. Don't really do much. And that's where that slip bobber gives you that ability to reel in close to the weight and stuff and throw it way out there. But I'd already had this one rigged up, and that's why I decided to go like this instead of going with the slip bobber. There, that time I got out there a little further. It's hard to catch with extra line behind it. So Monday I'm thinking about running up the Ochco Reservoir, just because I haven't done no reservoir fishing in a while. Well, technically I did on Monday of this week, but it was just so cold and miserable out there that we didn't really stay out too long. And it really wasn't windy because the wind wasn't a factor because my flies just weren't moving enough for me on Monday. But I'm thinking about trying to go and do a live stream by myself on Monday out at Ochco Reservoir. So if you guys would like to see that, comment there for us. That way we know what you guys think. I'll have to have either bug bait or worm and bobber girl show me how to do the live stream thing. And they've showed me, don't get me wrong, they've showed me, it's just that if I don't get showed at least a couple of times, then I just don't remember too well how to do it. So yeah, let us know if you'd like for us to live stream on Monday as well as today. course, it'll be a little bit different style of fishing there on the reservoir because we can actually use bait if we choose to, or install plastics to where we can't do that here on the Deschutes. We're only allowed to use hard plastic baits and artificial lures and flies.
Someone said, I love the live streams. Keep them coming.
Cool. All right, well then I'll planning on trying to live stream on Monday. I don't know what time I'm going to live stream on Monday. Saturdays are pretty much guaranteed for 10 o'clock or thereabouts. But like Monday, just depending on what time I get up and get around, I might leave pretty early in the morning on Monday or whenever I get up. I don't know. I took a couple of days off from work, so I fished yesterday on Friday, and all I caught was a sucker, but I had some things come up, so I had to leave earlier than what I was planning on leaving. So oh, we did. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we swing by that rock or not. That'll give us a chance to fish the stuff in real close to us. And that's usually a pretty good seam. I've caught several steelhead over the years, just right out in front of this group of rocks here. So, let me know what you guys think I should do to improve the channel. If I need to go more in depth on what I'm doing sometimes. You know, you guys' input's important to YouTubers, so we know what you guys are thinking and where we might want to improve our quality of stuff that we're putting out, content. So yeah, that's important to us YouTubers. If people let us know what they think. So something's not right. I know there ain't no fish there, but something's not right. Man. Oh, everything looks fine as I get it reeled in, so just get it back out there then.
Do you want to go to 30?
Huh?
Do you want to go to 30?
Yeah, we should go to 30, maybe 40.
Well, I'm asking because we're at 29 minutes.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
We're already at 29 minutes. We might as well try to go 40 if we can.
Someone said, I would like to see more videos of me and them. And then he asked, how are you doing, bro? That was Tracy.
Oh, I'm doing good, bro. Tracy, I already caught one keeper steelhead today before the live stream, so that'll be out on Monday, Tracy. Be sure to check it out. And if you want to join me in videos, you know where I'm at, man. You live right there at the same spot I do. Well, not the same house, but you live in the same area I do. You can always just join me. So that'd be cool if you join me for a couple of fishing sessions. That's always good. So yeah. Tracy, were you there when I caught that really nice red band or rainbow or whatever you want to call it? Having a multitude of colors are always good, no matter what you're fishing with, whether it's a lure, a jig. It just so happens that this one's worked so good today. I just don't want to put it down. So
He said, no, sorry, bro, I was not.
darn it. Oh well. There's always next time we catch one on the live stream. And I have a feeling that's going to happen any moment now. Yeah, I predicted. Nah, I don't know if I'll be able to predict it. But that'd be pretty cool. So do you guys think I should do a cooking session with that steelhead I caught this morning? Let me know. Because we're going to eat some tonight, but I don't know if I'm cooking or if the wife's cooking it. If I'm cooking it, I already know how I'm going to cook it. But who knows, the wife might want to cook it. So you guys let me know. If you guys want to see me catch and cook that, or yeah, cook that steelhead that I caught this morning.
Josh said, someday I'll catch you at the river and I'll use the drone to get some aerial shots of you fishing and you can add that to some of your videos.
That would be pretty cool, dude. I would appreciate that greatly, just to add another element to the YouTube. That would be pretty cool. I have thought about buying a drone, but it's hard enough for me to fish, record, and we'll see how well I can do live streaming by myself if I can't get somebody to help me out with the live stream on Monday. But that would be pretty cool of you. You know, coming down here and getting some aerial footage. That would be awesome. See, I'm drifting pretty far down there on these drifts because I can actually fish. Like I said, I don't know if I said it on the live stream already, but I can actually drift my whole spool if I wanted to. The whole length of my spool with the float doing it like this. I know I think I said it on YouTube this morning. Well, not YouTube, but on my recording on my chesty this morning. But I can't remember if I said it on the live stream or not. So.
Someone said, get him.
Get them? Cool. Right on, right on. I'm going to get them. We'll attempt to anyways. You know, it always surprises me when the bobber goes under right as soon as it hits the water, because then you think that it's just a snag. But you know, two of those fish hit. The one I landed on the live stream and the one I landed this morning. As soon as they hit the water, it went under. I'm like, there's no way it could be a fish already. You know, but it was. I mean, I've had them hit like that before, but it don't happen that often. So whenever it does, it's like, is it really a fish or is it just the bottom? So.
Oregon Amendment Checker.
Oh yeah, I know him. Oh yeah. He say something?
That's who commented last.
Oh, the one who said get him?
Yep.
All right.
He wanted me to tell you who.
Oh, right on, right on. You know, since I've been in Oregon, and I've been in Oregon since '97, my favorite fish to catch has been the steelhead, because they seem to be more acrobatic and they fight really well, and they're just one of those fun fish to catch. I'm originally from Missouri. I've been out here since '97, and yeah, ever since I hooked that first steelhead, I've been kind of addicted to steelhead fishing. It's kind of like been the fish that I look forward to catching more than any other, and then the other fish that I really look forward to catching, because they're such a beautiful fish. And a lot of people tell me they're ugly, but you see a sturgeon, that's such a beautiful fish, you know. It's like, really, you know, when I first moved out here, I didn't know what a steelhead was, or a sturgeon was, and then, oops, that's why I wouldn't. I didn't know what a sturgeon was, and then I went and caught a couple of them. I'm like, wow, this is a pretty fish. And well, you know, I talked to a lot of people, and they're like, they're just so ugly. I'm like, really? They're really a beautiful fish, and it's like the carp. Carp are a really beautiful fish to me too. I guess beauty is in the eye of the fisherman, I guess, because to me, every fish swimming is a beautiful fish. I love them all the same, whether they're big or small, but there are ones here that I definitely seek after more. Like last year really killed me because they closed down the steelhead season for us last year on the Deschutes. I did make a couple, or at least one trip to the coast last year, trying to get a steelhead, but I didn't get one. I'm definitely gonna have to spend more time learning that stuff if I'm gonna do the coastal rivers for steelhead fishing. But a lot of it has to do with funds and time. You know, I do have to work to support my YouTube. There is why it's G-Man, because where I work, you know, a lot of times they don't even call you by your name, they just call you G-Man. And because I drive a truck, a sanitation truck there in Warm Springs, and a lot of times they just call you G-Man instead of by your name. So when I started the channel, that's when I decided to call it G-Man Fishing, because, well, that's what they know me by, you know. A lot of them know my name now, but still they still call me G-Man. I mean, that's yeah, that's how that name came, because I drive a garbage truck for a living for this Confederated Tribes in Warm Springs, and so that's the name G-Man.
1 minute.
Is that 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna call it there at the 40 minutes, or thereabouts 40 minutes, because I'm still talking, and we're gonna try and live stream on Monday from Ochiko, because that's another place where I get cell phone service. So until then, thank you guys for watching. God bless. This is G.